Why are serious people asking Stephen A. Smith serious questions about 2028?
Would you run as a Democrat?
Yeah, because I couldn't see myself running as a member of the GOP.
He's not a Dem. He knows nothing about politics. No one wants him to run.
I'm a fiscal conservative. I can't stand high taxes. But I'm a social liberal in the same breath because I believe in living and let live.
Oh my God. Fiscal conservative and social liberal is something that people who know nothing about politics say. It's some middle of the road bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. To be a social liberal, you need funding for those programs. So you can't be conservative over here and liberal. It doesn't make sense. It means you don't want to pay for the socially liberal things. So how do you get them?
You know good and well I wouldn't vote for Mamdani. I wouldn't vote for AOC. I don't like the way Jasmine Crockett is talking. I don't think that helps the Democratic Party.
How are you a Dem?
Gavin Newsom is somebody that I think has tremendous potential if he moves towards the center.
You want Gavin to move to the middle? Where do you think he is? If you told me Republicans sent him into the political media ecosphere to cause chaos in the Democratic primary, I would completely believe that.
If somebody came to me and said, the American people want you to run for office and you got a legitimate shot at winning the presidency of the United States, I would give it strong consideration.
I think he's more like the media's new version of Donald Trump, an entertaining media celebrity candidate who they don't take seriously.
One thing that I want more so than the presidency is I want to be on a debate stage debating those presidential candidates. I want to be on a debate stage going up against a bunch of politicians.
Giving him a moment of your political time is an absolute waste of time.
That's all she wrote. What do y'all think about Stephen A. Smith running for president?
I didn't even hear about that, but he need to stick to sports.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
stick
fact.
to sports.
That's a fact.
I mean, actually, don't be who you want to be. But at the end of the day, I don't take it seriously. And that's really not my cup of tea.
It's like when Kanye said he was running
the
for
politics
president.
and all of that, I'm not really in depth on that, and I don't really have much concern with it. But yeah, shout out to everybody that does. And
Do you feel like politics is important?
I mean, I'm sure, yeah, it's
Because like
important.
runs our country and whatnot?
Yeah, it does, because we're all involved in politics.
I don't like what he said about
we're all
Jasmine
involved
Crockett,
in
but I'm gonna stop
politics
there.
to some degree.
Y'all talking at the same time. What you say, Age?
I don't like what he said about Jasmine Crockett, but I'm gonna stop there.
Why? Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Age, you good?
Nah, I'm gonna just stop there. I don't like it.
Jasmine Crockett is, well, I don't know what her title is, but she's in politics, and she's always speaking for the people against like Trump's acts and ISIS acts and different things of that nature. So she's definitely a positive figure. So it's like so Stephen A. Smith really doesn't make sense because she's also a Democrat. So it's like for him to say he wants to run, he will run Democrat, and then he's bashing a Democrat. Doesn't make sense, and he's also been on wax. That's why it makes sense to talk about it because you call in the bullshit out.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what he said. I'm telling you, they know because they was all in the comments. It's 100 comments deep. Mm-hmm. They know exactly what Stephen A. Smith. They know what I'm talking about. What he said about Jasmine Crockett, and I ain't feeling it.
Well, the 100 comments was about Trump, not about.
But they know that though. They know they know about that Trump. They know about that too because it was her when she was going against was Trump.
Right.
But y'all want to call me a MAGA H though.
I'm from here.
I got it.
I'm for humanity, man.
You for humanity?
I'm for humanity. Do the right thing by people.
That's it. That's how I feel.
Just do the right thing by people, man. Treat people right, man. I don't even like the politics. Yeah, that's cool, but whatever side you on, do the right thing by people.
Humanitarian.
Yeah, man. Be involved. Do it for the people, man. If you don't do it for the people, you corrupt. You know what I mean, your intentions is not. You have ill intentions. On that spot that you aspire.
They all have an agenda.
Yeah, you have an agenda. So if you're not doing things for the people, by the people, then that's where you stand.
I like what you said. We're gonna get off this topic because we're not gonna. This ain't a super political podcast anyway.
We definitely not.
But the fact that you want people, you want leaders to do right by the people, for the people, have a humanitarian type of aspect. Doesn't it make that more important to vote for the side that is more aligned like that? Like Barack, like Not to say he's a perfect leader. He did everything correctly and whatnot. But if it came between Barack and Trump or Barack and in my perspective, a Republican Party, I'm gonna vote Barack every time. If Jasmine Crockett was to run because she's she's fighting for the rights of people and whatnot, I would vote for her. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times, and I could be wrong, but recently the Republican Party has been more looking out for the millionaires, the billionaires, and not really caring about the people. That's why inflation's going up, why gas is groceries, the cost of living is going up and
That's
whatnot.
where it's always been.
Right.
When I was a little kid, I always heard inflation. People complaining about that when I was a little kid, and this is what people are complaining about now.
But when you was a little kid, shit wasn't this crazy. Shit wasn't a fucking studio apartment wasn't thousands plus dollars or whatever.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So it's like it's gotten.
All right, let me touch on that right there.
Let's go, H. He's back in it. Let's hear it.
My kids be trying to cook me with this, right? I'd be like, yo, I'll be talking to them about how I'm paying my rent and everything, and they'd be like, I'd be like, when I was 18, I had my own crib. They'd be like, yeah, because rent was $400. Yeah, you know, rent was $475. You're right, but guess what? Minimum wage was $515. So it was the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the same thing.
Was it though?
Yes, because minimum wage
Was
was
those a good
wage
question?
was low.
Cost of living.
You know what minimum wage is now?
$16.
Minimum wage was $5 then.
Yeah.
Lower, sometimes $4.75.
If you made $10 an hour, you was
you
up.
made $10 an hour. You was the dude.
You was good.
So
You made $10 an hour back in the
it was
days.
the rent was cheaper, but the minimum wage was.
But fam, you can't.
Yeah.
The only thing I get what you're saying, but that's not the only thing that's been raised though. Because if the rent is raised, housing is raised, groceries are raised, gas is raised, that little $10 extra ain't gonna pay for all that. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. Like the minimum wage.
$5.15. You think $5.75 was paying for paying $500 a
When the fucking groceries was like milk was under $1 and all eggs was under $1 and however many shit was under $1,
but check this out,
you was
though.
at least able to eat. It's hard to grocery shop
Eggs
nowadays.
is still $1.
Huh?
Because y'all be tripping. Y'all
Eggs is
had me
normal.
gassed up.
Eggs
one
is
day.
$2
I saw
and some
online. I
change
woke
now.
up one day, went on Facebook, and all the young people talking about eggs $10. And I went to the store and eggs was fucking $2.
Yeah, but check this out though. Ready?
I mean,
Y'all be dragging it, bro.
depends.
Nah, but check
where
this
you
out.
shop.
Ready
It
for this,
depends
bro?
on where you shop.
Ready for this, bro?
You went to a good
Back
store.
then, there still was people on public assistance. When eggs was 97 cents a carton, there still were people with food stamps. There still were people making $6 an hour,
Still
$5 an
people on
hour.
welfare.
Okay.
Still people on welfare.
You know what I mean? It's basically was the same.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yes, groceries were cheaper. You're right. Yes,
Yeah,
gas
but-
was cheaper, but we were getting paid
yeah,
less.
yes. I remember when gas was like,
People just don't be wanting to work.
I remember that shit was like, it was like 98 cents a gallon.
Facts. But if you're only making $5.25 an hour,
You don't notice how
it's
cheap it is.
you don't feel the effect of the 98 cents a gallon because
Yes, minimum
wage, and people was making minimum wage there was people making less than that.
Yeah.
But you can
Yeah.
get a nice job. That
No, it isn't. You wasn't.
Donovan,
you
say it with your
wasn't-
chest. Talk
you
to these
wasn't-
niggas like
you wasn't there,
with your
Donovan.
chest.
You couldn't get a nice job. You couldn't.
Why?
No, you could.
Why couldn't
but
you
it
get a
was
nice
just-
job?
Okay.
It was $10 an hour.
You could get a nice job, but guess what? It's not going to be more than $10 an hour.
That was the
minimum
nice job.
wage is
Brother,
$5
that's-
and
fuck
you're
that.
making
That's
10.
crazy.
That's a good job then.
If you got a
Everybody wasn't getting to get the $10.
That's why
bro.
I emphasize.
so you saying a doctor
It was
wasn't
only
making
certain few.
You saying a doctor wasn't making $10 an
Everybody
hour?
ain't doctors, bro.
But I'm saying you saying a nice job isn't gonna give you $10 an hour. You could be a doctor, a lawyer.
Okay, growing up in the 90s and 80s, do you think working your $5.75 an hour job is minimum wage job is going to be able to put your kid through school to be able to be a doctor?
That's a good point. I'm not mad at that point. That's good shit.
This shit.
Oh! Come on, bro.
Oh!
No.
Real talk.
No. You know what
But
I used to
that's-
you know
but that's also where
you know,
scholarships
you know
come
what me and my
in.
siblings used to love?
What?
Going to summer camp and go live with them white people for the summer.
Fresh air fun.
Because they had the big house. They was getting the loans.
Oh shit.
They wasn't giving our parents no loans.
Right.
Damn.
They was getting all the loans. They had the big houses. They got all the, hold on, I could even go deeper than that.
Okay.
Do you know that The
Word.
projects
Damn.
was
You
originally.
gotta read that. You gotta read that.
What?
I'm gonna let Donovan
You
go
gotta
because
read
he
that.
researched some shit finally.
You gotta read that.
Instead of just asking.
Silence real quick.
And then I'm gonna break down some real
Silence.
shit for y'all.
Hold on.
In
Say it loud, D.
In 1980, minimum wage was $3.10 per hour. In 1989, it went up to $3.35 per hour.
He said, "Damn." Okay, now I'm gonna break it down for you even more worse. You're gonna
But-
even feel even.
Well,
Now, listen.
Donovan, you got everything you said. You said everything you want to
Yeah.
say. All
Said
Yeah.
everything. My bad.
Yeah. But damn.
Word.
Did you know that the projects that we grew up in, me and your dad grew up in, originally wasn't for us?
It was a over.
It was for the other side. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The projects was started and gatekept by them. A woman, I forgot her name. Damn, and I wanted to know her. I know her name, but I forgot.
Gotta keep your receipts.
Yeah. But y'all can look this up. Her husband was laid off. She didn't know how she was gonna pay her bills. She had a friend who was a white woman, told her, go down to welfare, blah, blah, blah. They gotta do X, Y, and Z for you. Do you know that white people was gatekeeping welfare and the projects from us? Yeah, that's a real fact. You could Google the whole story. The sheriff dude put her on to it and said, yo, go down to the work. And then her friend, and then she went down there and guess what they told her? How'd you find out about this? Because they was gatekeeping it. And then she told them, the sheriff or whatever, and they said, all right, we're gonna do this for you. Don't go back and tell nobody else.
Right.
She went back and told her best friend. And that's how black people became to start getting on welfare and be able to move into the projects. We ain't always
Now they
have
known for
that.
having
We didn't
it.
always have that privilege. So it was that. Minimum wage was $3.30. Mm-hmm. Things like that.
Yeah.
But my kids want to come at me like I'm wrong.
Word. That's real.
Well, what's it called? Just stay 10
And
toes.
people
H.
st- and
Just stay
people
10
still
toes
was
because
on-
niggas is gonna come at you,
People
but just stay
still
10
was
toes.
on welfare.
standing on
Just stand on it.
People
Go
still
do
was
your
on
research.
welfare. People still was on welfare
see
with
what
$3.15
ChatGPT
and
thinks.
And
15 cents an hour.
and they still tried to hold it from us is the point I'm making.
Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.